Although law enforcement works hard to keep you secure, it never hurts to be prepared with some self-defense techniques. Learning martial arts may be a terrific way to stay prepared for a street confrontation without needing to carry weapons. But choosing a martial art to study for self-defense can be difficult since there are so many distinct styles that have been modified for different situations. These are the top 10 street fighting styles. But before we start, don't forget to punch the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Like and share the video with your friends, and don't forget to watch until number 1 because it will be a big surprise to most of you. Mixed martial arts, or MMA. This is a blend of techniques from many martial arts, as the name implies. If you decide to practice MMA, you'll draw from a variety of artistic disciplines, including boxing, karate, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You may learn how to fight on the ground, in the clinch, and against a standing opponent with MMA. The training emphasizes using the whole body, and in a street battle, you may utilize any portion of it to beat your adversary. In-depth MMA classes will teach you a variety of techniques, such as strikes, punching, grappling, kicking, ground fighting, throws, joints, and submission moves. You'll be prepared for any street assault with these methods, and your assailant will likely be caught off guard by the variety of your attacks. MMA also teaches you how to change up your movement and be unexpected. You may, for instance, hit your opponent in the face and then sweep your foot underneath them to knock them to the ground. The majority of your opponents in street battles won't be as adaptable. BJJ. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, sometimes known as BJJ, is primarily a grappling martial art. This does not exclude you from competing with different combat strategies either. When compared to other martial arts, BJJ is distinctive since it teaches you how to prevail in a street battle against a more powerful foe. You'll learn how to weaken your opponent by taking advantage of your size and position. Additionally, you'll learn how to overwhelm the opposition by using positions, angles, leverage, and methods. This style of martial arts concentrates on tackling and pinning your adversary to the ground. Almost everyone can punch or kick and hurt someone. Few individuals can, however, prevail in a struggle on the ground. Once your opponent is on the ground, you may control them with a variety of chokes and joint locks. Muay Thai. Muay Thai is also referred to as the art of the 8 limbs. That's because you may use any free body part during a battle to strike your adversary, including your hands, elbows, shins, and other parts. It is also regarded as one of the techniques that harms an opponent the most. You'll practice your movements on hitting bags and cushion partners while learning Muay Thai. Additionally, you'll take part in a lot of sparring sessions to help you become used to the conditions of a real-world street battle. You will learn how to deliver ferocious kicks like a Thai fighter. These are useful when you need to get distant opponents into the clinch, where most fighters find it difficult to engage. This presents an opportunity for you to assault your opponent with kicks and knee blows in an effort to weaken them. Then, you may use foot sweeps to knock your adversary to the ground. Boxing. Despite primarily being a martial art for controlled combat situations, boxing has its uses in street combat. Anyone can punch, but can you keep your opponent down on the ground with yours? Few people can affirmatively respond to that question. As a boxer, you'll practice punching patterns that will damage your opponent. If you use the strategies correctly, you may surprise your opponent by dropping them. The idea is to observe your own and your opponent's footwork while adhering to the training procedures. You'll learn the following boxing skills among others: punching with force, keeping your head out of the path of danger, maintaining a distance, winning punch combinations. By enabling you to exercise with others, boxing also aids in overcoming your fear of conflict. You may hit harder without worrying about harming your training partners, since they'll be wearing gloves and have padding on their bodies. However, if you apply the same force in a street battle, you'll probably damage your adversary and win. Wrestling. In order to defeat and pin your opponent to the mat, you'll learn how to utilize your strength, balance, and control as a wrestler. It is one of the greatest martial arts to use in a street battle because of this. You'll learn how to apply pressure to your opponent throughout the wrestling practice sessions. Continuous pressure makes it easier to stop their breathing, giving you the advantage in the fight. Additionally, you'll develop self-control and steadiness during battling. You must learn how to avoid being knocked down by opponents if you want to be a good wrestler. The outcome of a ground fight is never good, particularly if your opponent has the advantage. Additionally, you'll learn how to acquire an advantage over your adversary. Studying your opponent's body movements during a bout to pinpoint their weak points is one of the fundamental techniques of wrestling. Once you've located them, it will be simpler to take advantage of them and prevail in the brawl. Krav Maga. One martial art that is not used in competitive or organized conflict situations is Krav Maga. It incorporates certain moves from several martial arts, including karate, judo, and boxing. Because of this, it is one of the greatest disciplines to learn for street combat. Street fighters often just attempt to win the fight and don't have as many restrictions as competitive sports. You may acquire powerful moves using Krav Maga, such as eye poking, groin attacks, throat attacks. Other martial arts do not teach such skills, yet they could be the ones that give you the edge in a brawl. The greatest vulnerable spots on your adversary are their throats, groins, and eyeballs. By focusing on them, you'll cause them excruciating agony and increase your chances of winning the battle. Judo. Unless you engage in competitive street fighting, most bouts will catch you off guard. The only weapon you have in such a situation is your body. Judo is one of the greatest martial arts for street fighting because it teaches you how to do precisely that. Judo teaches you certain efficient methods such as grappling, wrestling, joint locks, holds, chokes, arm locks. You may compel your opponent to submit by pinning them to the ground with the use of grappling and wrestling. Joint locks are another way to destabilize your opponent and exploit their weak spots. As a judo practitioner, you can win a street fight with a close-range opponent by using arm locks and chokeholds. The goal is to prevail in the conflict and preserve your safety at all costs. Judo also teaches you how to dodge your opponent's blows and hit them where they're vulnerable. As a judo practitioner, you're more coordinated and balanced than your opponent. By watching your opponent's motions and figuring out their weak spots, you may take advantage of these points. Taekwondo. An Olympic-recognized combat technique that will prepare you effectively for brawls on the streets is Taekwondo. The quickness of your attacks and your ability to overwhelm an opponent quickly are key components of the art. Street battles sometimes take place at close range, putting you close to your adversary. Your legs, which are your longest and strongest weapons, may be used in Taekwondo. Targeting your opponent's shin and groin is key when employing Taekwondo in a street fight. These are often areas of discomfort that will impede your adversary and give you the advantage in the battle. You may also use quick, rapid kicks to the upper body to throw off your adversary and create space for more assaults. Some contend that Taekwondo doesn't teach you effective sparring methods that you can use in a street fight. That, however, is completely untrue, since it teaches you how to think quickly on your feet. Since most people you'll encounter in street battles like hitting and tossing, therefore opponents, this might be useful. Taekwondo techniques may thus be used effectively to surprise an opponent and perhaps prevail in a fight. And that's how we conclude our list. Out of all these clips, which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below and I'll handpick and feature your comment in the following video, so don't forget to comment. Please make sure you hit the like button to show your support if you enjoyed the video. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys. Please like and share the video with your friends. Until next time.